Iran's southeastern frontier, a fierce clash is unfolding. On August 17th, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps struck deep into Sistan-Baluchestan, killing 6 militants and dismantling 2 well-hidden bases. Explosives, IEDs and weapons caches were seized in a coordinated operation that authorities say foiled planned attacks. Amid rising unrest, this region, long plagued by cross-border militancy, has once again become a flashpoint in Tehran's fight against insurgents. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or the IRGC, struck 2 bases and killed 6 terrorists, while dismantling 2 hideouts in the southeastern province of Sistan-Baluchestan, seizing explosives and weapons in coordinated operations against armed groups. The announcement came amid rising unrest in the province, where Sunni terrorist groups have escalated attacks in recent weeks. The Public Relations Office of the Quds base of the Guard's ground forces said in a statement carried by Tasnim news agency that 2 terrorist teams were destroyed in coordinated operations in the north and south of the province. The IRGC clarified that the Quds base, one of its 10 regional commands, oversees operations in Sistan-Baluchestan and neighbouring Kerman province, and is distinct from the extraterritorial Quds force. The statement added,
6 trained terrorists who intended to carry out sabotage and terrorist operations were killed, and others detained.
Authorities reported that the raids uncovered 25 kilograms of explosives, improvised explosive devices, or the IED, detonators, remote triggers, blasting cord, radios, and other equipment. The largest cache was seized from a safe house in Chabahar, in the province's southeast. Another hideout in northern Sistan-Baluchestan was simultaneously struck, signalling a well-coordinated effort. The Guards commended local residents for their cooperation, urging them to report suspicious activities through designated hotlines. Officials noted that the success of such operations depended on both intelligence-led action and community vigilance, highlighting a growing IRGC strategy that blends military operations with local support. The IRGC's operations come amid a surge in violence across Sistan-Baluchestan, largely driven by the Sunni terrorist group Jaish-Al-Adl. Though the group claims to champion the rights of Iran's Baluch minority, it is designated a terrorist organization by both Tehran and Washington. In a recent attack on Friday, gunmen opened fire on a military vehicle in Iranshahr, killing Sergeant Major Ramin Sadeki and wounding another officer. Jaish-Al-Adl claimed responsibility via its Telegram channel. The incident prompted a heavy security response, with military and plainclothes forces establishing checkpoints, conducting vehicle searches, and launching a manhunt for the attackers who fled the scene. Earlier clashes have further underscored the group's threat. In early August, 3 terrorists and 1 officer were killed in Saravan, while in late July, Jaish-Al-Adl carried out a deadly assault on a courthouse in Zahedan, killing 9 people, including 3 attackers, and injuring 20 others. The attackers reportedly disguised themselves as visitors before detonating explosives and opening fire. The group has also targeted law enforcement previously. On October 26th of the previous year, 10 Iranian officers were killed in a Gohar-Ku district attack in Taftan County. Jaish-Al-Adl, formed in 2012 as the successor to the disbanded Jundala group, has consistently employed suicide bombings, IEDs, abductions, and ambushes in Sistan-Baluchestan. Its targets are primarily security forces, but civilians have also been caught in the crossfire. Sistan-Baluchestan, which shares borders with Pakistan and Afghanistan and a long coastline along the Sea of Oman, has long been a hotspot for unrest. Militancy, drug trafficking, and cross-border smuggling have complicated security efforts, with Tehran alleging that Jaish-Al-Adl benefits from safe havens across the border. Jaish-Al-Adl operates primarily in Iran's border regions, but reportedly maintains bases in Pakistan's Baluchistan province, which it uses as a rear base for cross-border raids. Tehran has repeatedly accused Islamabad of failing to curb the group's activities, a claim that has repeatedly strained bilateral relations. Iran has carried out missile and drone strikes targeting Jaish-Al-Adl positions inside Pakistan in 2024. Officials say these strikes were aimed at dismantling foreign-supported terrorist infrastructure, though diplomatic exchanges have followed in an effort to de-escalate tensions while maintaining Tehran's security objectives. Jaish-Al-Adl is widely believed to be linked to external intelligence networks, including alleged support from regional actors seeking to destabilize Iran's southeastern frontier. Its tactics include ambushes, bombings and kidnappings, with militants often retreating across the porous Iran-Pakistan border to evade Iranian retaliation. Beyond immediate counterterrorism operations, the IRGC's Quds base has undertaken infrastructure and employment projects across Sistan-Baluchestan to address underlying socio-economic grievances that militants exploit. Since assuming responsibility for regional security in recent years, the IRGC has implemented hundreds of construction and job creation initiatives, recognizing that stability depends as much on community engagement as on military might. The ongoing operations highlight a dual approach, neutralizing immediate threats while targeting long-term insurgent capabilities. The success of recent raids, aided by local intelligence, marks a strategic evolution in Tehran's internal security doctrine, one that merges sustained ground presence with intelligence-led strikes and civilian cooperation. The province's volatility underscores the persistent challenge facing Iranian authorities. Sistan-Baluchestan has long been a theatre for Sunni militant attacks, smuggling networks and cross-border infiltration. And groups such as Jaish-Al-Adl continue to exploit these vulnerabilities. Yet, officials emphasize their commitment to restoring order and preventing further bloodshed, signaling that Iran will pursue threats both inside its borders and beyond.